Today, from M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland, it's Week 15 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15.
Taken in the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
So here's the first drive now for the Jags.
They'll be led out by their quarterback. Back in the NFL for the first time since 2016, it's Colin Kaepernick.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting out a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
Kaepernick now on first down.
On the slant, this is Chark.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now Kaepernick throwing on second down. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
The way this game is going, the way that they possess the ball on the other side of the field, you go 3 and out here, you might not see the ball again until the second quarter.
From midfield, here's Kaepernick. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
To Chris Conley. A gain of 2.
We're scoreless after 1.
At the 48-yard line.
The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Now Leonard Fournette. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
This defense.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Matt Judon in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
So here are the Ravens now as they get set for their opening possession.
Leading them out, the reigning MVP of the National Football League in his 3rd season now from Louisville, it's Lamar Jackson.
We've had dual-threat quarterbacks in the NFL in the past, and we've had some really good ones. But I don't know if we've had one quite like Lamar Jackson. Led the league in touchdown pass with 36 last season. Set the all-time record for rushing yards in a single season for a quarterback at over 1,200 yards. And he led his Baltimore Ravens to a 14-2 regular season mark, best in the NFL. The sky is the limit for Lamar Jackson.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw again. Jackson flushed out right. And now he'll tuck it and run. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Buying time to his left. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this one is incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down.
I believe I'm following their logic. Take the big shot downfield, loosen things up. You're hoping to get some points on the board before the half. Maybe now you come back and throw some underneath stuff.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Lamar Jackson.
Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this 1st half. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. From the gun, Jackson. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
Intended for
nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
the kick is.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. So still no touchdowns in the 1st half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you get to the red zone and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
14 seconds, all that's left of this 1st half as they come up on 1st down. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. We have hit halftime. And just like that, on we head to half number 2.
Ravens 3.
These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the 1st half. 3-0 our score as the 2nd half gets underway. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 27 yards there, a 1st down. Final minute now in the 3rd quarter.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. And he floated one out there, incomplete.
Intended for number 42. Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Baltimore. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And that is incomplete. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And this defense will take over right at midfield. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed fourth down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too.
22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. And his throw is incomplete. DJ Chark, first-time Pro Bowler, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
To throw is Kaepernick. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Play action. Now Jackson on the move to his left. He'll run it. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Jackson to throw. Being chased out left. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Well, another fine run right there for Lamar Jackson, and CD, that one puts him over 100 yards now for the ball game.
And remember when all we talked about were 100-yard games from running backs? That when a quarterback did it was a surprise? With Lamar Jackson, that's part of the package as well. He'll have as many 100-yard games in the season as the top running backs in the league.
2nd and 10.
Throwing now is Jackson. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
It's now 4th down and 1.
Now the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. Jackson from the shotgun. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Yannick Ngakoue. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. I tell you what, it's kind of hard to imagine. They have not scored a single point, and yet they're in this position. A touchdown drive here. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's the rookie linebacker, Patrick Queen. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Well, you can see what they were trying to do, just send those guys out there to make a play, but that is a costly interception.
Yeah, that's kind of like the backyard. Everybody go deep, and let's see if we can find someone. 4 verticals in the route. Any other time of the game, I love the call. But here, you're not going to hold safeties, you're not going to hold corners with any looks because they know what the situation is. Ends up throwing the interception.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Mark Andrews, a first-time Pro Bowler, the intended target.
And it's 3rd down.
10 yards to go.
Now Jackson. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Touchdown.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. By rule, that comes out to the 40-yard line, so good opportunity for this offense with solid field position.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And not all W's are created equal, CD, and this one came in shutout fashion.
Well, their offense certainly didn't need to do anything, right? They could take the day off, and they did. But the defense, they carried them in a big way.
Yeah, look, the offense obviously stuff to work on, but they did enough, and the defense carried the load.
But you know what they say, it's always fun to work on things if it didn't go well in your game with a victory in your pocket. And that's what they've got going forward.